As Noah slowly regained his senses, he noticed that the ground was littered with bullet casings, and the walls were riddled with bullet holes. It was clear the attack had been sudden, giving no one a chance to fight back. And the ones who managed to escape the bullets died in the fire that someone had so ruthlessly set to the whole outpost. Noah knew he couldn't let them get away with this. Blood must be paid with blood. With this thought, Noah dashed towards the communication room, only to find that the radio had also been destroyed in the fire, making it impossible to contact the outside world. His face paled at the realization. Suddenly, a muffled explosion sounded in the distance. Startled, Noah rushed outside into the pitch-black wilderness. Rain was pouring down relentlessly, and it was too dark to see clearly. Was that thunder, he thought? But then another faint explosion echoed, distinct enough to rule out thunder. Turning towards the sound, Noah saw a flash of red light in the distant rainy darkness before it faded into the night. Hand grenades, he muttered coldly, staring into the stormy night where the explosions were seen. Someone was bound to come investigate the outpost attack. The scene couldn't be disturbed, or evidence would be compromised. Noah rushed back to the outpost, found a pen and paper, scribbled a note, and left it in a noticeable spot, weighing it down with a bullet casing. He barged into the armory and grabbed a Series 95 rifle, only to find the barrel damaged by gunfire, rendering it useless. Whatever little ammunition and weapons the outpost had were completely plundered. Not a single bullet or usable gun could be found. Out of options, Noah set the rifle aside. And then he suddenly noticed something shine in the corner of the room. The firewood storage was burned to ashes, and the wind from the doorway had blown the ash aside, revealing a tri-star blade. Noah picked it up, examining the alloy steel blade glinting in the small light. It was Commander Carter's prized possession. He had received it as an award from the battalion. He always carried it on him. Noah recalled all the times his comrades had begged the commander to let them borrow his tri-star. And now it lay abandoned, like an orphaned child rudely snatched away from his parent. Could it be Commander and the brothers watching over me from above, wanting me to avenge them with this blade? Noah thought. Noah grabbed the tri-star blade and a military flashlight, found a duffel bag and packed it full of usable food, clothes, and other essentials. Changing into a clean set of clothes and donning a raincoat, he slung the duffel bag over his shoulder and exited the outpost. The downpour was intensifying. The howling wind added an air of desolation to the wild mountain range, the endless night instilling fear as if it were a hungry beast ready to devour everything. Noah's somewhat youthful face hardened with determination. Though he had never experienced a real battlefield, never truly killed anyone, and could barely even shoot straight, he possessed an unyielding heart and a surging passion. To avenge his brothers, Noah was going all in. Not far from the entrance in the plaza, his horse, Rocket, snorted restlessly, nudging Noah with his head, pawing with his forelegs, clearly sensing that something was amiss. Noah gently stroked Rocket's neck and pulled out the machete from the cart. With a firm yet slightly regretful tone, he said, "Rocket, buddy, I can't make you that wolfskin jacket now. The boys are still watching over me from above. I have to go. Don't try to stop me. You find a place to take shelter from the rain too, okay? Tomorrow the army will send someone to check on the situation here. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, my friend." With that, Noah resolutely set off into the thick forest, in the direction of the explosion. His unwavering footsteps splashing in the rainwater as if his brothers were marching with him, blessing him and bidding him farewell. Noah was born to a family of hunters. He had grown up in the forest and he knew this place like the back of his hand. Noah's wilderness survival skills were already pretty advanced, and after enlisting in the army, his physical fitness had also reached new heights. In the downpour, Noah moved swiftly, almost jogging, gripping the machete tightly as rainwater flowed down the handle. Without the explosion as a guide, Noah relied solely on instinct to press forward. Plus, the heavy rain had washed away all traces of the enemy, making it impossible to find any clues. After more than 2 hours of frenzied running, Noah had severely overexerted himself and was out of breath. He slowed down but continued walking. He reached a hillside and suddenly spotted 2 shell casings on the ground. He picked up the casings and examined them. This has to be what caused the explosions. He quickly scanned the area with a military flashlight but found nothing else suspicious. Could it be the Phantom Rangers from back home? Noah thought, feeling his spirits lifted. As a soldier, Noah always wanted to be in the Phantom Rangers Special Force. But one time, in the training camp, he beat up a fellow soldier and his dream of ever becoming a Phantom Ranger was destroyed. The other soldier was an entitled bully, and he had many connections in the army. He went scot-free, but Noah, being a nobody, was demoted to a border guard post. But now, thinking that the Phantom Ranger Corps might be on their way to help him, Noah felt much more confident. Carefully observing the terrain and relying on his childhood hunting instincts, he chose a direction and charged forward. Before long, he had spotted some more grenade shrapnel. Noah picked it up, examined it, and tossed it aside, searching the area. He quickly identified a small pit, now filled with rainwater, likely caused by a grenade explosion. Apart from shrapnel and shell casings, all other battle traces had been completely obscured by the downpour. But based on the terrain, Noah imagined what must have happened here, and estimated that the enemy fighters came from the east and fled to the west. He marched westward. Time passed, and the sky gradually brightened as the heavy rain finally ceased. Noah climbed a hill and looked around. Endless mountain ranges stretched out in all directions in front of Noah. There was no discernible path and no signs of human presence. And now, the bright sun had also begun beating down on him. Noah had lost the trail. He was lost in the middle of nowhere, with no leads and very little energy. Vexed and frustrated, Noah grabbed some crackers from his backpack, scarfed them down, drank a few sips of water, and plopped down to rest. Soon, Noah felt his eyes begin to droop. He was falling into a deep, almost death-like sleep. Lying down on the forest floor, almost unconscious like this, meant suicide for a soldier. Enemy, starvation, wild animals. One could be an easy target for almost anyone in this situation. What was to happen to poor Noah now? Would he live to see another day, or was he going to be killed in his sleep, like the wild creature of the jungle that he was?